Wow. I
But
mean,
it
still,
was a
once
great
again,
time in life. I was there when they did the whole Rick James skit, and I got to meet Rick James, and all that stuff was
what?
Charlie Murphy. I was friends with Charlie Murphy, actually, rest in peace, and Rick James. I wasn't friends with him, but I finally got to meet one of my idols, and he was toe up though, for real.
Wow, that's legendary. I mean, the things that I'm sure you've been around is just, crazy. I remember you had mentioned that you was there at the Apollo when Biggie first performed, Party and Bullshit, which, went on to kind of launch his career. And so, you being at a number of, in hip hop for so long, in film for so long, in Hollywood, you were around for a lot of these kind of major occurrences. And so, man, just talk a little bit about what you're doing now. I know, like you said, you've been doing stuff with the Directors Guild of America, the NAACP Image Awards. You're doing stuff with the African American Film Critic Association. So, talk about what you're doing now, bro.
Yeah, first off, African American Film Critics Association, been working with them for several years actually. Right now I'm producing for them. I do a lot of post-production supervising as well as producing. Just to go back a little bit, I joined the Directors Guild and got involved in the African American Steering Committee, just putting together events and panels and training courses for the other Black directors. Actually, anybody can come to our events, but it was just we're in the steering committee for the African American. That led to working with the NAACP Image Awards subcommittee, where I would recruit other directors to vote for the different movies and TV shows that come out. And then AFCA, African American Film Critics Association, is just a leading force in the industry for Black and Latino film critics. So that just keeps me busy. But that's not even everything. It's like I've been still directing, still writing. Did a bunch of shorts just to stay fresh, and they award-winning shorts: Curse of War, Balance of Power, The Audacity, Ties That Bind, like all these little projects that a lot of them include music, and I started producing music as well for my band. It's called Boss. Released 2 albums and a solo album of instrumentals, as well as featured artists on my songs. So I just stay busy with my Blue Music Productions company and just keep putting out content. I don't even like that name, content, but I'll just use it because everyone else does. But just putting out the art and still, trying to get another movie, TV shows, working on a documentary right now for Betty Saar. That's the name of the artist, called Betty Saar, Ready to Be a Warrior. Almost done with that. And that's going to be a big deal when it's released.
Bro, I just want to say, thank you, for real talk, because some of the stuff that you've done I mean, let's just take specifically the DGA, Director Guild of America. And what you guys will do is, and you being a part of the steering committee, you're intimately involved, but you bring and highlight some of the work of our people, our Black directors. I've been to several of the panels, and it's a celebration, and that inspires, bro. That makes people like real, especially us, because it's not a lot. I mean, you might know the percentage better than me, but I just know that it's a small percent when you look at the overall industry of Hollywood, Black films, or even Black directors getting opportunities to work on larger, bigger budget productions and studio films. We need that. We need that inspiration, and you bring that to us. And I've been sitting there in that panel hearing some of the stories of a Bill Duke, or
Oh, yeah.
so many other big directors, and I'm
Yeah,
like,
Michael Schultz.
oh,
We just did
bro,
Oz Scott this year. We did Gina Prince Bythewood, F. Gary
Gina, oh, I
Gray.
was there for Gina. I mean, bro, it's so inspirational to hear their stories and celebrate them. So I
Mm.
just want to take this moment to say thank you, Abdul Malik Abbott. Thank you, bro, for what you've done, because you don't have to do that. And it's a lot of work. You know what
Right.
I'm
Yeah,
saying?
that's true. It is
It's,
voluntarily. It's
it's,
volunteering
it's a
my
lot
time.
of work, bro.
But
And thank you. You know what I mean? Even like you said, NAACP Image Awards, and then African American Film Critics Association, which which is really big. If you do a film, you need to have these critics on your side. You need to make sure that, their influence, works to your benefit. So
Yeah, I
really
mean, I think that there's a ton of these things that are called Africa roundtables, where they talk to the filmmakers, actors on different movies and different TV series. So folks should check those out. It's called Africa Roundtables. It's free. It's on YouTube. But I produce those little packages as well. But it also is one of those things where you learn. You can learn acting technique, filmmaking techniques, why they did this in the movie. Depends on the movie, because sometimes they don't want to put spoilers out, so they just refer to stuff. But it's a good way to find out what's going on in Hollywood and what's about to come out and what you should watch, And then once you watch it, you can go back and watch the roundtable and be like, oh, I didn't know that. Oh, okay.
No.
And I started doing that, even though I've been editing these things for years. Now I'm starting to reference the roundtable and go watch the movie. Like I saw Nanny, and then I went back and watched the roundtable, even though I was the one who edited it. But now it all makes sense once I saw the movie.
Yes.
So I'm going to be promoting that next year a little better.
Bro, well, we are going to support you on that, and anything we can do to just support, the African American Film Critics Association, your work, yourself. Abdul, man, let people know. First, I just want to get a little bit of your thoughts or advice for if there's young directors that's coming up in the game. What would you say is some advice that you would give them that's kind of helped you and these lessons that you've learned? And then also let us know where we can find out, some more social media stuff about yourself. Give us your handles and any of that information.
Okay, I'll give you that first. So there's a lot, but I'll try to. The easiest Instagram is DJ Abbyab, and that's DJ with a D and a J, ABBYAB, DJ Abbyab. You can find me on Instagram. I don't really do it Twitter, so I'm about to cancel that anyway. And then if you just want to look up my work, you can go to my website. It's abdulmalikabbott.com. There's my name right there. Y'all can figure it out. ABDULMALIKABBOTT.com. And then my band is called Boss. The website is bossmusicny.com. bossmusicny.com. It's just laid back, mellow R&B, reggae vibe music. And then for advice, that's a hard one, because it depends on the level that you're looking for, because there's short advice and then there's the long-term advice. The long-term advice is to study your craft and really study it though. Like go to school. Like there's reasons why there are people who are making millions and millions of dollars, and there's reasons why people are making hundreds of dollars. So if you want to be making millions of dollars, study your craft, learn the equipment. Don't give yourself a title if you're not that person. Don't be saying you're a director if you're just a guy with a camera. They're two different things. If you want to be a camera person, learn how to use the camera, become a DP, a videographer, whatever level you want to go with. And I'm not discouraging anybody from picking up their cell phone and shooting, but I'm saying in Hollywood, it's a little different than the hood. So in the hood, you just do what you want, shoot it, get your video done, edit, whatever. But in Hollywood, you got to focus on one thing. Now, it doesn't mean you can't wear a lot of hats, because I would be a hypocrite because I wear a lot of hats, not just a Yankee hat. But you got to be good. You got to prove yourself. Yeah. And I knew someone had said, oh, I'm a DP. And I was like, really? And I just said, well, you got a light meter? No. Do you know what this is? No. You're not a DP. You're just a guy with a camera. Right. And that's okay. But if you're going to be serious about it, if you go into a meeting, they're going to say, well, where's your reel? I don't have a reel. Or your reel is all daylight stuff. And, you're not a DP, you're a camera operator, and that's okay. But, just study your craft so you can elevate your career quicker. Right. And that's just for one thing. I mean, acting, same thing. Study. Pick a lane on what technique you want to really focus on. And if you're a director, take an acting class, so you know how to talk to the actors, know how they feel. I mean, I can go on and on with all sorts of advice. And if you're going to cut your reel, make sure your reel is tight. If you don't have a lot of footage, don't stretch it out. Just make it as short as possible. But if you walk in the background and you're not talking, don't put that on your reel. Nobody wants to see that.
My brother, man. Look, I just want to say thank you. And today, you know, we are celebrating you, man, giving you your flowers, man. Thank you for rocking with us. Abdul Malik Abbott, man. Do me a favor and give us a shout out, man. Rap Sheet Hollywood, brother. It's been a pleasure.
Yes, indeed. What do you want me to say? Make sure you watch Rap Sheet Hollywood. This is Abdul Malik Abbott, along with Pook Diesel, trying to make it happen from Harlem to Hollywood. Peace.
My brother. Salute.
All right. Peace out.